Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and honor and glory unto Yahweh, by Shem Yahweh Shai, by Shem Yahweh Kakadash. And give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. We want to teach what I want to say shalom to the full light. All right, this is a lesson through the spirit, and what I'm going to talk about is the new covenant. All right, the new covenant. And within the new covenant, which we're going to read in Hebrews 8th chapter, is specifically for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Okay, because within the first covenant, the Lord made, all right, it was for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. All right, and within this new covenant, all right, we're going to be changed. Okay, excuse me. And what I mean by change is we're going to have perfect bodies, we're going to have a perfect mindset, we're going to be perfect. All right, so this is Hebrews chapter 8, verse 6. But now has he obtained a more excellent ministry, by how much also he is the mediator of a better covenant, which is established upon better promises. All right, this mediator is Yahweh Shai, and the better promises is what we're going to read, how we're going to be changed, okay? All right, how the laws are going to be in our inward parts, how we're going to live forever. All right. Verse 7 it says, for if that first covenant had been faultless, which means when the covenant that the Lord made with the Israelites between Moses and us, right? Moses was a mediator in that time. All right. And then when Moses sprinkled the blood on us and we said we would do and listen to all what the Lord commanded us, if that, let me see if I can find it. If we would have kept that covenant by keeping the laws, the Lord would have never threw us out of our land. All right. But that covenant, we broke that covenant. Okay. I can't find it. I thought it was in Leviticus. But nonetheless, when Moses sprinkled the blood on us, all right, we said that we would let me see, let's say this right. We would keep the covenant, all right. We would keep our end of the bargain, all right, which we did not. We did not uphold the law, statutes, and commandments, all right, and it was faultless on our end. We were at fault, okay. Continuing on in verse 7 in Hebrews 8, then should no place have been sought for the second, all right, and there is a place that has been sought for the second because we didn't keep the first by doing what we said. So now we are seeking for the second covenant to come about, which is through Yahweh Shai, the mediator. All right. Verse 8 says, finding fault with them, he saith, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, so the northern and the southern kingdom. All right. The whole house of Israel, both northern and southern kingdom. All right. It did say any other nation, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continued not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, saith Yahweh. So in the first covenant, where the Lord gave Moses the law, and Moses gave us the law, we didn't continue in that covenant. We didn't keep that promise. All right. Verse 10 it says, for this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith Yahweh. All right, and we are in the time where the Lord is about to fulfill this covenant, man. Okay, because if you look at what's going on in the news, all right, they're devaluing the dollar every day. All right, inflation is going up. They keep throwing money into the system as far as they try to keep people's hope alive in this place. Okay, with that dollar falling and the world and the dollar being with the world uses as its main currency. Every It's like every country is going into a central bank, a digital central bank. They're going into digital currency, and the way you're going to be able to use digital currency is through the CHIP, man. Okay, that Carragher. All right, and you can look at these other nations boasting in regards to their nuclear power. I saw something in the news today, whether whether the threat from UK was real or not, but there was a TV show anchor. All right, said that they would, if threatened by the UK, all right, they would bomb Great Britain. All right, and then they showed a nuclear bomb, what the effects of it would do to Great Britain. This is in a news article I read earlier on Newsweek. Our little app that comes up on news. Also, North Korea, they was testing more missiles. Okay, these nations are boasting upon their nuclear arsenal. Okay, because the Lord is going to put the spirit on them to use it. So you got wars and rumors of war going on. All right, you got famine coming about slowly but surely. Okay, with these plants being set on fire. Okay, also with the food being the what is it? The recalls on certain food products. All right, this chicken food nonsense. All these things are going to cause a food shortage and the price of food to go up. Okay, these are things that's coming to the world. So these are things that you should be looking for or seeing to let you know that the Lord is about to come back and fulfill this covenant in these times, man. Okay, verse 10. So it says, "For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith Yahweh. I will put my laws into their mind and write them in their heart, and I will be to them a power, and they shall be to me a people." This is for nobody else, man, but you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native American Indians. So we have a lot to look forward to. All right, walking perfectly with our power. Verse 11, it says, "And they shall not teach every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, Know Yahweh, for all shall know me, from the least unto the greatest." And that's what we're doing now. All right, we go out on the highways and byways. All right, we throw up these lessons through the Spirit power, Yahweh Shai, to tell our people to get to know their power. All right, and to do that is to read this book. And to do that is to be taught by men that the Lord put the Spirit on to teach. Okay? And it starts out by knowing his name. All right? Let me get the definition for know. Because to know something is to have, or someone is to have a special relationship with them. All right? We're going to see what online etymology says. All right? It says, in the verb sense, it says, perceive a thing to be identical with another. Also be able to distinguish, perceive, or understand as a fact or a truth. All right, to know, or okay, opposed to believe. Let's see. All right, then it says know as a noun. It says inside information, knowledge, fact of knowing. All right. So inside it, through the Spirit power, how about you, Shah, we have inside information on what's going on in the world and what's going to happen. All right. we know that through faith, and we know that through reading the scriptures, man. All right, let's see what know means. And just Google. All right, it says know, to be aware of through observation, inquiry, or information. All right, here we go. This is the most important one. It says, definition 2, having developed a relationship with someone through meeting and spending time with them, be familiar or friendly with. All right, that's what the Lord wants you to do. He wants you to know him. All right, but how are you going to do that? If you're not listening, watching, paying attention. All right, but in the kingdom, everybody's going to know the Lord. Okay. Verse 12 is very important. For I will be merciful unto their unrighteousness, and their sins and their iniquities will I remember no more. All right, the Lord is going to be merciful unto the elect, and it's the first go round. Okay, but in the kingdom, the Lord's not going to remember the iniquities of the whole nation, man. Okay, all right, but on this first go round, the Lord has already forgiven the elect, man, and you have to pray and hope that that's what you're a part of. All right, but going back up into verse 10 where it says the Lord is going to write his laws into our inward parts, this is also written in the book of Jeremiah and in the book of Ezekiel. I like to read it in the book of Jeremiah. So the prophets of old, all right, knew what was going to happen here in the future. All right, and then it says here in Jeremiah 31 and 31, it says, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. Okay, so what was written in Hebrews was written way before in the book of Jeremiah and Ezekiel. Okay, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in that day, I took them took them by hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt. All right, which was ancient Egypt. The Lord's gonna bring us out of this Egypt again. Okay, which my covenant they break, although I was a husband unto them, saith Yahweh. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. After those days, saith Yahweh, I will put my laws in their inward parts and write in their hearts, and they and will be their power, and they shall be my people. And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor, and every man his brother, saying, Know Yahweh, for they shall all know me from the least unto the greatest of them. Saith Yahweh, saith the Lord Yahweh, for I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more. All right, this is what the Lord said, man. Okay, and this is what we are looking forward to. All right, I'm gonna read 35 and 36 just to prove to you that hey, this is not gonna go anywhere or be brought off into any other nation. 35 says, "Thus saith Yahweh, which gives the sun for a light by day, and the orders of the moon and of the stars for a light by night, which divideth the sea when the waves thereof war. Yahweh of hosts is his name." All right, so the orders of the stars, the moon, and the sun. All right, that's the main subject of verse 35, and it also coincides with 36. If those ordinances of the sun, the moon, the stars, all right, and the sea, so like you depart from me, all right, the Lord Yahweh, saith Yahweh, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever. But it hasn't happened, all right, and that's never going to happen because the sun is always going to come up and go down according to what the Lord says, all right, and how he wants it. The moon is always going to come up and go down, and the sea is going to always roar according to the way the Lord wants it to. And the stars are going to shine in the way the Lord wants it to. So Israel is always going to be a people unto the Lord. And no other nation is a people unto the Lord, unlike his chosen man, all right, which is Israel. Let me get this right quick. This is Amos 3 and 2. Ye only, Salaki, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. And like I had said earlier, and reading the definition to know, I'm going to read it again. To know, all right, it says, have developed a relationship with someone through meeting and spending time with them, be familiar or friendly with them. So the Lord knows Israel, man. All right, the Lord knows us. Hey, Shalom, brother. Yahba Shemal, Shabbat Shalom, Kakdash, Bagatah. Shalom, bro. All right, the Lord has made that special relationship with us, no other nation, man. Okay, He has set us up from the beginning to be His people. All right, and through certain actions of the Bible, through our history, it tells us that we are His people, man. But Jake don't want to take heed to that. They rather listen to wayward doctrine. And those individuals, they're going to come back in the kingdom, man. All right? Those individuals that are Israelites, they're going to come back in the kingdom. And then they're going to be greatly ashamed, man. But I'm going to read verse 2 again. Amos 3 and 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. So the Lord knows us because He gave us the laws, man. The Lord knows us because from the womb, He chose Jacob, man, over all these other people, man. Okay? What is another characteristic to show that the Lord knows us? Okay? I already said the laws. Romans, I believe it's the 9th chapter, man. You can read into that, man, where it says that neither have done neither good or bad, just roughly paraphrasing, but everything was chosen according to election's sake, man. All right, election for the election's sake. For the let me just get it instead of butchering it. All right, this is Romans chapter 9, verse 11. For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High, according to election, might stand, not of works, but of Him that called us. All right, so the Lord called us from the beginning, man. Okay, the Lord called us to be His people from the beginning, and that's not going to go off to anybody else, man. Okay, because the Lord is not going to sit here and go back on His word. Just like we read in Jeremiah 31 and 36. I'm going to read it again. If those ordinances depart from before me, which goes into the sun, the moon, the stars, and the sea, all right, which you can read about in 35, saith Yahweh, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me. But you know that has not happened, and it's not going to happen, because in the new covenant, all right, in the new covenant in the New Testament is telling you that the Lord gonna put the laws in our inward parts, like He said in Jeremiah. And you can read that again in Ezekiel, I believe it's the 36th chapter. But I'm gonna read 37. Thus saith Yahweh, if heaven above can be measured, and the foundations of the earth searched out beneath, I will also cast off all the seed of Israel for all they have done, saith Yahweh. But it's not gonna happen, man. Okay, the Lord is not gonna cast away His people, man. Let me see. Lamentations. Let me get that right quick. This is Lamentations 3 and 30. It says, He giveth His cheek to him that smiteth him. He is filled with reproach. All right, verse 31 is what I needed to read. Salakia. For the Lord will not cast off forever, but though He cause grief, yet He will have compassion according to the multitude of His mercies. All right, so the Lord will not cast off His people, man. All right, the Lord is not going to cast us off, man. Okay, because nobody can measure the depths of the earth, and nobody can measure to the foundations of heaven, man. Okay, nobody can do that. Only the Lord knows that wisdom. All right, how about Shema Shai knows that wisdom? No other nation, man. No man can figure out that wisdom, man. Okay, maybe Solomon knew it. Okay, because Solomon prayed for wisdom, and the Lord gave him wisdom and everything else. So maybe Solomon knew it, but other than that, man, nobody, man. And within getting those laws placed in our inward parts, we're gonna be made new. All right, just like Yahweh was made new. All right, because He suffered in the flesh. Right now, we suffering in the flesh, okay? But just like the Lord Yahweh overcame, we gonna overcome. All right, this is let me read it in this. This is First John chapter 3. This is a New American Bible, right? This is First John chapter 3, verse 1. Well, no, I'm gonna read it. I did some tripping. Behold, what manner of love the Father hath bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of the Most High. Therefore, the world knoweth us not, because it knew Him not. All right, goes back into that special relationship that the Lord has built to be the elect. Okay, all right, the elect is getting to know the Lord. Okay, by watching the videos, by studying, by praying, by fasting, by reading. Okay. The rest of the world is not doing that, man. They don't know that the name of the Lord is Yahweh and His Son's name is Yahweh Shai. And they don't know that the Lord's name means He is to be, He exists. The rest of the world doesn't know that the Lord's name means Yahweh Shai's name means He saves, okay, or He delivers. They don't know that, all right? They don't know that the Lord came down here to die for the nation of Israel. They don't know that the Lord Yahweh set up his son to die specifically for the nation of Israel. They don't know these things. They don't know the history of the Bible, all right, and who the prophets were talking to back in those days, and who the disciples are talking to in these days. Those mysteries have not been revealed to those people because they don't know the Lord. All right. It's verse 2. It says, "Beloved, now we, it's like in beloved, now are we the sons of the Most High, and it doth not appear what we shall be, but we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is." Okay, so we're gonna be like the Lord when he appears, man. All right, we're gonna be changed, just like Yahweh Shai was changed, man. All right, from this vile body to that spiritual body, we're gonna be changed, man, and we're gonna have the laws in our inward parts, so our minds are gonna be changed. All right, let me get First Corinthians. I know it's in the 15th chapter. All right, this is First Corinthians 15 and 50. "Now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of the Most High, neither doth corruption inherit incorruption." All right. So this tells you right here, man, if you understand anything in regards to the Bible, this body that you're in, all right, you can't go into the kingdom with that. Even with this mindset, you can't go into the kingdom. So your mind is going to be changed. Okay. All right. "Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed." Mentally, we're going to be changed because the Lord's going to put the law, statutes, commandments on our human parts. Physically, we're going to be changed, okay? Because of what I just read in First John 3, all right? We're going to be what the Lord is on. Let me just read it again because I don't want to jack it up. It's First John 3 and 2. "Beloved, now are we the sons of the Most High, and it doth not yet appear what we shall be." All right, right now we don't know. All right, but verse continuing on, "But we know that," this is what we know, "when he shall appear, we shall be like him." All right, we're gonna be just like the Lord, man. All right, the elect is, okay. And how I desire, the sincere listeners, like the brother Damawak, all right, and he goes out there, he does the work faithfully, okay. All right, Lord will, we be changed, okay. It says, going back to First Corinthians 15 and 52, "In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trump shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. For this corruptible, which is the body that we in now, the mindset that we have now, okay, must put on incorruption." All right, and we do that by having faith in this time, okay. That's how we put on incorruption, because we can't physically or spiritually, give ourselves the body that the Lord had in store for us. We can't do it right now, so we do it through faith. We do it by doing our best to keep the laws to the best of our abilities. That's how we put on incorruption in this present point in time. All right, and this mortal must put on immortality. All right, and we're going to do that fully in the kingdom, okay, by getting those new bodies, by our minds changing, okay, and most importantly, the Lord's going to put those crowns on our head, man, in 2 Ezra 16th chapter. All right, I think it's 1 Peter 4. I can't find it, but it's let me see what the brother got up here. Oh, that brother be posting fire. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yep, I'm gonna read. I already read 1 John 3:1. I'm gonna read your 1 Corinthians 2:9. All right, the brother Dama Was. All right. He got 1 Corinthians 2:9. It says, but as it is written, I have not seen nor ear heard, neither have entered into the hearts of man the things which Yahweh hath prepared for them that love him. All right. And those that love the Lord gonna do what the Lord says, man. All right. Keep the commandments to the best of their ability. All right. Go out there and teach his word. Wake up the elect, man. All right. And be faithful even unto death. Okay. Um, I'm gonna close out on that, man. The water brother, for always being here, supporting. Maybe how about you, outside, bless you and your family, brother. All right, so I'm gonna give all praise and honor, glory unto you. How about you, Shai, by Shem, Hawakakadash. I'm gonna give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule on the teach well. And I want to say shalom to the hopeful elect, Kwame Yashurali, Mawafla Bar, shalom. Shalom, bro. How about you, Shai, Barakatah? Shalom.